And we are live. Just trying to see if I can get my gloves on. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're gonna start this journey, but just gonna show everyone how snowy it is. Although the side streets look a little bit more snowy than the main street, so actually I'm gonna double back on my plan and we're gonna go down a side street here. I think that'll be a little bit more snowy and nice. At least it's not too cold today. So, yeah. Good morning, Melanie. Magically Ever Melanie. First in the chat. Making me feel good that I'm not talking to myself. It's actually my first time, I believe, doing a live stream this early in the morning, because usually I do them in the evenings. But decided that we would go down a little side street here just so we could have a look at all the snow, since most of the main streets are kind of closed, or they've already been cleared and plowed. So yeah, it's really nice out. It's kind of warm. Actually, there's a bit of snow falling still, but maybe it's just residual coming off of the trees or whatnot. Hey, good morning, Modano. It's good to see you. And some of these cars haven't even been brushed off yet. Hey, good morning, Gabriella. Yeah, Modena says it looks like the same amount of snow we got overnight. Yeah, I actually didn't know that we were getting snow. I think one of Sip's roommates came out and said there's snow falling around 8 p.m., 7:30, and then I was like, oh my god, there actually is. I didn't think we had any on the forecast, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. Of course, the nice thing about the snow is it kind of gives us a relief from the minus 10, minus 15 degrees C weather. Morning, Evan. Are you ready for Eddie? Oh, yes, we are. Good morning. Great to see you. It's great to see you too, Evan. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I saw last night Johnny was doing a live during the snow, and Sally was too. Sally, Once Upon a City. She's been doing some more live streaming. I think that's great. Hopefully I get to bump into her one day. Gabriel says in Mexico we had strong rain, but the snow looks prettier. The snow does look pretty right now, but give it a day or so and then it's going to look all gross and gray and mid-melty. I don't know if it's a snowblower or a hairdryer he's got. It sounds like a hairdryer. Oh no, it's like a mini snowblower. And it says this area looks like a picturesque Hallmark photo or something out of A Christmas Story. Oh yeah, A Christmas Story. Like when he wakens on Christmas morning and everything's just covered in snow. Broken leg furniture repair. So we're now at Gerrard Street East, Lower Gerrard. Just a little bit west of Coxwell. Hey there, Amon. Minus 19 in Winnipeg and snowing. I thought it didn't snow if it got that cold, but I guess I've been proven wrong by that. So this is Gerrard Street East. I think we'll head on west. Maybe see if there's any tobogganers at Riverdale Park. I'm all bundled up. I got my heated gloves, and I don't even have to turn them on because it's not that cold. So I'm good to go for a while. Get some steps in. You can just see how much snow there is looking at the bench here. Good morning, Ali. It will be minus 44 in Winnipeg during the last week of January. Oh my gosh, is that even like possible? Wow, Winnipeg, so we always call it Winterpeg. I guess it's true to its nickname. Oh, Doopy Palace used to be here. It looks like they moved. I came here like 2 summers ago for a friend's birthday. Kind of gets a little bit tricky because some places have not shoveled yet in front of their stores, so I have to mind my steps while I'm walking. There's that beautiful pink building. Looks better at night because they have a whole light display going on, which of course you can't see during the day. And then there's all these pigeons up here. We're now passing by the Gerrard Ashdale Library. Evan says, I like how there's just the one neon pink building standing out there. Yeah, even from this angle, it just sort of like pops out. Although that one's kind of cute too with the blue and the balloons. There is another pink building up ahead, which I'll point out.
I'm like going, okay, so
yeah, not many businesses on this side have shoveled their sidewalks yet. It looks like this one kind of did at some point, but I guess people walked over it. Oh, hey there, Dark Tar Adventures. Good to see you this morning. I wanted to go out last night and do a snow live stream, but it was a combination of wanting to stay in and be warm and just have a chill night and laziness, I guess. So figured a morning one wouldn't be too bad. Good morning, Toronto. Hello, ICNYYZ. Munn says they watched Shining Strides live during the snowfall last night. Yeah, he had a lot of viewers. So there's the other pink building I was talking about, although this one is not neon pink. It's a more of a muted pastel pink. But I watched a bit of Johnny's, and then I started watching, I don't know what I was watching after, but we watched Sally's stream replay after Once Upon a City. Pink Building Day, yeah. The next one, I know, yeah, remember to hit that like button, guys. Morning from Scotland. Hello, Darren Ross. Welcome. It says, with that being said, I've never been here at Leela's. I love Indian food, so I have to check it out. Yeah, I've never been there either. Usually I would go to like La Ortica House, which reopened not long ago. They were closed for renovation. Somebody was telling me that there's a really good Indian buffet restaurant down over there, but I forget the name of it. I'll have to ask them again. Doll of a bride in the window. I find dolls like that a little creepy. I guess the burger, wraps, kebab, fries, shawarma truck with the Simpsons head is closed. It's okay, thanks. I just feel a little bit bad because I don't want to step on the part that they just freshly shoveled. So I hopped over it. Oh, there's a dog here. So there's the Ulster Arms Tavern, although it's been closed for a while. Apparently they did karaoke night on Fridays there, according to that sign. Clay space. So I think it's here where these townhouses are. That's where it used to be the Dairy Queen. I think I was mentioning it on one of your streams. I was saying, should we let the car go or not? But no, I want to go. I don't want to stand there and wait. Hey, Paul Blunt says, what's for lunch, Eddie? I don't know, and I'm actually kind of hungry. Probably just have a soup. I feel like it's one of those days where it's perfect weather for a cream and tomato soup and a grilled cheese. And I see Zach Dong's in the chat. And I have some electric car chargers over there. I wonder if we can just go down Greenwood here, which is what we're approaching, and just have a peek at Greenwood Park. See if anyone's doing any tobogganing, or just see how pretty the snow looks in the park. That's a cute little cafe. Evan says this is chilly weather. I agree. Although I had a chili yesterday. Probably walking a little bit slower than normal because it's still a little bit tricky to traverse the snow. Well, imagine how bad it was yesterday. I think Sally took a wipeout in the snow. I'm glad she's okay though. So we're now at Greenwood and Gerrard. Am I close to Woodbine Avenue? No, not too close. It's on this end of the city, but Woodbine is quite a distance behind me. Hello, Alex. Good morning to you. Oh, there's definitely going to be some tobogganers there. I can see them already. That's fun. Paul Blunt asking what kind of boots I'm wearing. I'm wearing Vessies. So very waterproof. Very nice. Show you here. But I can't go in deep snow because they are boots. They just go above my ankles, but I've got my jeans over them. I wonder if we'll get a better view. This vlogger should go down a little bit. So the funny thing is, I used to come tobogganing here as a kid because I actually grew up near Greenwood Park. But we used to actually toboggan on these hills here. So it's kind of funny because there's all these trees here now, but they never used to be here. There used to be more trees on these hills. Original 6 says, good morning, Eddie. Hope you and Sip are well. Thanks for the live stream. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Figured I'd do a solo walk. Sip's got some stuff to do in the morning. He's hitting up the gym, so my workout is going to be my walk. Evan says, really sleek and thin, looking for waterproof. Do they work well? Vessies work surprisingly well, and what I like about them is like they slip on and off easy because they're meant to be like socks in a way. They're just not that warm, like they're not that insulated, so I have to wear 2 pairs of socks. So that's the only downside. I think they might have some insulated ones now, but these boots are, I guess I got them about a year or 2 ago. See, that's smart. That's what I do. I'd walk up these stairs. I wouldn't try to traverse the hills. I had one of those in the distance with like the steering wheel on the front. I don't know if you can see it, it's probably really far. But it was like, it's on like 3 like, you should call them blades. I don't know what you'd call them. And the middle one had the steering wheel so you could kind of like guide yourself. But going down a hill was like literally 2 seconds, so I could never really figure out the controls. I guess the skating rink is probably happening here too. Pablo says, wow, Eddie is older than those trees. It's a sad reality. One I would rather not put much thought into. Okay, we're going to continue. We're going to go back up to Gerrard. Maybe we can pop down Alton quickly and see the skating rink. Actually, maybe it make more sense to go through the park. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? My pants might get a bit wet, but it'll be okay. That's what we have dryers at home for. Oh, well, thank you, Evan. See, it was these hills that we used to go down. I can't believe how many trees are actually there. I'm curious to see Riverdale Park. Like, Riverdale Park is usually where the big hills are. So yeah, Greenwood Park has this path, like a skating path, that goes kind of around the rink. It's really cool. I've never skated on it yet. I haven't actually gone ice skating in over a decade. So yeah, you can see that path. You have to be careful to not walk on it and start falling. So you're gonna have to walk around it. It says, wondering why they did that. They didn't want kids tobogganing on the hill, or maybe just the trees look better for people in that area. Yeah, I'm not sure. They actually replaced this whole playground. But I mean, I'm sure they probably deemed the playground unsafe because it had like a massively tall slide. Good morning, Yaya. Oh, I thought this statue was actually a kid standing there for a second. I don't know what these people are all doing over there. Oh, it's like the mini toboggan hills or something. Oh, it's the snow that they push out from the Zamboni. I guess the kids are all playing on it. If you come here in I believe between May till October, they do a really cute farmers market here. I know it's the Leslieville Farmers Market or the Greenwood Farmers Market, but it's really big. Like some of the stands come here, they go all the way down to like Dundas, and then they have a bunch of like food stalls just on the other side. I had the Zamboni going, it says Lease Forever on it. I wonder if that's like an old Zamboni from the, say Scotiabank Arena, whatever it's called now. I think that is the right name. I think it's at least calling it Air Canada Center. Hey, good morning, Juanita. the shoveling out such a big hit of snow here. Maybe she got grounded and that's her punishment, is to go shovel all the snow in Greenwood Park. You shoveled the sidewalks already, so let's go shovel out a big section of Greenwood Park. Hey, Neville 6000, welcome. Just looking back at that, it's just so funny. I don't know what's going on there. So yeah, in the summer, this is where all the food vendors are. Just all along this path here. Further away we get from the Zamboni, the quieter it's gonna get. Have a look down Alton Avenue. And that's Gerrard Street up that way, which isn't particularly interesting until we get closer to Jones. So we'll have a little walk through some of these side streets. It's really nice to see people actually shovel their sidewalks on the street. Makes it a lot easier to walk. Doggy. Oh, there's lots of snow down there. Oh, hey, good morning, Ryan. Yeah, we got hit with a lot of snow last night. I think our first big snowfall of both 2025 and this winter season. I think we did have a bit of snow before in December, but nothing like this. So this is our first big one, and we weren't expecting it. Because if we were actually expecting it, it would have been all over the news for the last 2 days. Big snowstorm coming. Didn't want to sensationalize it. Now we're just gonna head north to Gerrard. We're on Hastings Avenue right now. This was actually the street I grew up on, but I grew up much further south of Dundas. Ah, Van Gambler. Good morning to you too, Van Gambler. Thank you for the $2. Much appreciated. Yeah, only a thin snow there. We got quite a bit here. Hard to touch the screen with these big gloves on, but I'm getting better at it. Ryan says, looks like you might have gotten the snow we were supposed to have. I was expecting snow when I woke up. Well, thank you for sending it my way instead. The sidewalk is like fully cleared. Like it's almost like they have heated sidewalks. That lady was just so engrossed in her phone, she didn't even notice me coming. Said to step in the snow to walk around her. So we're now coming up to Gerrard Street East. Alex asking, does your phone start to act crazy during cold weather? Sometimes the screen gets a little unresponsive rather, but the battery can drain quicker, that's for sure. Neville says, more like they laid down the salt early. Yeah, that's true too. I was just impressed because like most of the sidewalks are like this, like there's just like a pathway, but they had like all of it cleared, like the way to the edge. So that's impressive. Kudos to them. So we're walking west along Gerrard, coming up to Leslie Street. It's easier when I do walks on my own in the city because I actually know the street names, instead of standing at an intersection trying to find the signs. And I realized a lot of these intersections like have very, very poor sign placement. Streetcar. Happy 2025 from the Magpie Bakery. Over across the street is Riverdale Collegiate Institute, a high school. Ryan said, "They go to school near here or on the other side of town." No, that's my high school right there. That's where I went to school. It's actually been so long, I almost forget what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, this part of the Gerrard Street's a little boring because all you have is the school on one side bunch of houses on the other. But we're coming over to Jones, which this has a lot of cute stores. Hey, Yoshi. No, Yoshi, it's a little bit south of where you were walking yesterday. Noel's asking, where did you go to school in that building? The whole building was the school. All of it. You had classes there. That's the library. I remember that. The gym was all underneath that. And then this was the extension they added in like the mid-90s. So we had classes in here too. And Gambler asking, is that it, or is there any more snow forecasted for TO? I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the long-range forecast. Maybe someone in the chat might know. Yes, Yoshi, this is Gerrard Street. Gerrard Street, we are heading west. Actually, it's a nice view if I zoom in on this. See the, I believe that's the Aura Tower. Makes sense if it was. Thanks, Modeno. Yeah, he says doesn't look like there's more snow for the rest of the weekend. I'm trying to think. So that's a really cool mural, but I don't think it's this that's the... Oh, sorry. God, I almost got run over by somebody riding on the sidewalk. Maybe that is the... Where's that one? Because I think it's this one. So I think this is the child care facility, and this used to be a funeral home. Yeah, this is funny. Yeah. So this used to be a funeral home, and then now it's a child care facility. So from one end of life to the other. Now we're at the Vatican gift shop. Somebody last time on one of my streams was talking about this place, and I was saying how it's really weird that I was coming home one day. I was taking the streetcar home, and there was like a lineup coming out at like 1 a.m. for this place, and I was like, lineup for bars and clubs only happen in the west end of the city. That never happens in the east end. Alex says I shouldn't have said sorry. I think it's reactionary for us Canadians to say sorry, even though we're not sorry at all. But it's not like I'm gonna have a conniption on my live stream, shouting at a cyclist, raising my fist in the air. But I mean, it's not their fault. There's no bike lane around here, so you either get stuck in the mush with the cars or go on the sidewalk. Evan says it doesn't have proper signage. Yeah, all it has is like a little tiny thing that says Vatican gift shop, which is very confusing because you would think it would be an actual gift shop for the Vatican, but why would it be on this part of the world? You wouldn't know it's a bar/club. I actually don't know what goes on in there. There's a lot of drinking, a lot of libations. Evan says, oh, come on, Eddie, we all know you're dying to throw out a good FFS. One of these days. I don't know, I don't think I have much of a temper. I do tend to let things boil a bit, but for the most part, I don't really have too big of a temper. I mean, not to say that I haven't, but I'd probably get run over by the bike and be on the ground and still be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here says, at least you gave me some good tips on filming the Greenwood yard. Sorry about security. Yeah, they don't really mind. People go there and take like photos. Ah, morning, Mike Landry. Mike Landry with the $2. Good morning. Hello, Mike Landry. Thank you so much for your support and good to see you as always. Goes the streetcar, the 506, heading to Main Street Station. I only recalled that because I read it on the streetcar. So here we have Gerrard Square, and this used to be a dentist office. It's really funny, the name of the dentist there was Dr. Rotman. So I think me and my sister were both traumatized going to that dentist when we were younger. Hated dentist day. And then this entrance here, this is no longer an entrance, giant Walmart thing. This used to be one of the main entrances into Zellers. When Zellers was the flagship, and probably before, I think it was Horizons. But Horizons was before my time. I always remember it being at Zellers. And then they used to have a Dollarama here, and then a steakhouse there. And the steakhouse closed down and became a Jumbo Video. Who remembers Jumbo Video? And that closed down when Blockbuster and all the others started shutting down, and now it's a Tim Hortons. Evan says, I hate the dentist. Sometimes, it depends on the dentist. I have a good one now I actually like. He's very, it's almost like an ASMR experience, except there's blood. But I don't mind it. I used to hate it for a long time. Dark Tar says, remember the Zellers at Gerrard Square? Yeah. And Modano also remembers Jumbo Video. They had a big Jumbo Video down at in the Loblaws at Leslie and Lakeshore. But yeah, this is funny. So another little trivia about Gerrard Square is that I believe this is the original McDonald's sign that's always been there, because the McDonald's that's there used to actually be right here. And then they moved it like 20 years ago or so. They moved it to the far end of the parking lot. Neville says, my mom used to shop at Horizon, the one at Vic Park and Shepherd, and yes, I remember Jumbo Video. I don't remember Horizon. I only knew it because I did a documentary. It's actually on this channel for Gerrard Square. So if you ever want to look it up, it's called Mall Rats. I think Mall Rats, Gerrard Square. And I was looking up the history of the flagship stores that were in there, and I'm like, I don't remember Horizon. But Gerrard Square did exist before I was born, so. I'm actually doing a drawing I'll put up on my Instagram when it's done of Gerrard Square, what it looked like in the 80s, when they had the brown kind of corrugated roof with the orange signage. Brown and orange, very, very nostalgic 70s. Two colors that you wouldn't imagine going together. And then we have the Maple Leaf Tavern, which recently has been renovated and redone. the Maddie Eckler Community Center, which used to be called Pape Rec when I was younger. And they named it after Maddie Eckler. Oh, Mutt's Pet Grooming. You should go there and groom your mutt. Yeah, there's where the McDonald's stands now. Oh man, I'm craving McDonald's fries. Maybe I'll loop back and get McDonald's later. So we're going to be coming up to one of the Ontario line, the relief line stops. See the tracks right ahead that we're going to go under. Yoshi already had McDonald's yesterday. Hey, there's nothing wrong with eating McDonald's twice in a row. I've been there. I've done that. I was actually reading the other day some random trivia about, let's see if I can say his name right. The athlete Usain Bolt, and how when he was at the Olympics for 2 weeks, he ate nothing but McNuggets every day. But I guess they are high in protein, so yeah, it makes sense. It says the problem after I finish stream, since I don't know where to eat, it's 12:27 p.m. when I finished. Is there a McDonald's around there, around Pape and Danforth? Or did you backtrack to another McDonald's? So yeah, you can kind of see some of the construction going on. Cut through the park. I can give you a zoom-in view. Looks like they're adding sound barriers. Something about the tracks down there. Yeah, whatever those glass things are. Because those were never there before. But I think that's where they're putting the actual station proper. So I believe here, it's still above ground. And I want someone to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe somewhere around here, maybe behind Gerrard Square, is when it starts to go below ground. And then it goes below ground to Pape. And then connects to the Lee Side Bridge. It goes underneath the bridge. Yeah, Yoshi, there used to be a McDonald's at Broadview and Danforth before it changed to Burger King. That's right, yeah. It's so funny, the McDonald's just failed there and the Burger King opened up instead. So we're now at Carlaw and Gerrard. I believe, yeah, the station is called Carlaw Station, or it's going to be. Or as Sip likes to call it, Carlisle. Chris says, are you by where they used to have Woolworths? You mean up there? Where Towers and Nob Hill Farms? So I'm going to have to veer off behind me. Yeah, I think you mean that building. I didn't know they had a Woolworths there. But it's all closed down now. There was no frills. Like Consumers Distributing was up there too, way back in the 80s and 90s. Wow. Okay. I'm glad I stood back because that guy just floored it. But yeah, it's all closed down now. So they closed it down earlier or later last year, I think like a few months ago. Because I still went to that. I went to that No Frills, I think in like September, and it was still open. Yeah, the Riverdale Shopping Center. Before my time, yeah. I was just talking about Horizons at Gerrard Square before Zellers was there, but I don't remember that either. It was also before my time. Oh, they have an off-leash dog park here. Yeah, the station, I think that you have to probably walk down Carlaw a bit to get to it, but it's going to be here somewhere, the new subway station, so. Dark Tar says that No Frills was iconic for me. Yeah, I remember when it was a Nob Hill Farms. Before that, it was I don't know if it was a Miracle Food Mart, because Miracle Food Mart was in Gerrard Square, but it was like, it might have been a Food City or something like that. So it was like the grocery store was on the top, Food City or whatever it was called, and then beneath it was Towers, which was just kind of like another Zellers. Even had like a red font sign too that just said Towers. Very similar to Zellers. So I think this is really cool. It's a coffee place that also sells clothing and antiques. I always wanted to go in there. So it's handy having Sip on these walks because he'll run in and ask if it's okay to film. A big beer store. Sometimes when I see Teslas do these kind of like erratic but proper driving things, I'm pretty sure they just have it on like auto drive. Because it did a 3-point turn really quickly and then just pulled in that spot even quicker. You can see the sign there, the Lumber King, because there used to be a giant lumber store just down here. But we're now entering the East End Chinatown, or rather what remains of it, because it's slowly being kind of pushed out. You still see some Chinese stores here, but not as many. Definitely not as many as there used to be. Evan's saying, have you tried Prince yet, Eddie? Was it Prince I tried on the stream? No, Prince is the one that's down by the well. The one I tried recently was at college and by Kensington Market. And that was really, really good. So no, Prince, I think if that's the one down by the well, I haven't tried that yet. That's the one where Tara got free pizza. I think Johnny came here for a coffee once at the Hailed Coffee place. But he didn't really comment on it after. He didn't say whether it was good or not. I'm sure you just didn't want to slam an independent place, so. Neville says, no way that's happening, Eddie. It's so sad. Yeah. I'll point it out. I'll point out some things if I can remember. But you still have some shops, but like this is closed. It's like a hoarder's nightmare in there. But I don't know if it's a product of gentrification of the area or higher rents or something, but just a lot of them are closing down. And for me, I felt like the nail in the coffin was when the A&W opened at the corner right at Broadview, when there used to be a giant grocery store there.
You're having a hard time.
There's a lot of so like when Chris and I grew up in this area, that's my sister in the chat, Chris, there's a lot more like Hong Kong expat families in the community, but then around the mid 90s, a lot of their families sold their houses, sold their dilapidated Leslie houses, and for really decent money would move up to Markham, where they would get like these giant houses with like 5 bathrooms and like a 4-car garage. And so a lot of the Hong Kong community moved out of here, and a lot of them are based up in Markham. So that was probably sort of the beginning of everyone kind of moving out of the area. Devin says, I feel like it's everything: COVID, inflation, the rising price of gas, food, rising rent. Yeah, everything. It's sad. It's a cycle. Things never really remain constant, right? Like even, we were watching a video last week about the history of Kensington Market on the old Toronto channel. And like, it's fascinating. Like, we didn't know that it originally started off as like a Jewish community where they were all like, hey, we want to open up businesses in the front of our houses. So they did. But there aren't really many Jewish owned establishments there now. It's a big mix. Ryan says, do you think the same thing is happening in other communities around Toronto, just slowly getting pushed out? Yeah, it's a cycle. Definitely, like, that's what happens. Even Little Italy, there's not as many Italian restaurants around there. Although I do feel like Little India is going pretty strong these days. But East End rent prices do tend to be a little bit more reasonable compared to West End. This is St. Anne's Church. It's a Roman Catholic church. And how do I know that? Because I'm very knowledgeable of churches in the city. Not because there's a sign right there that told me so. Ryan Hernandez, hello. Good morning to you. So we now have Eastdale Collegiate Institute. I remember back in the day, they used to say at my school that Eastdale was the school that they give all the students like a 10-minute cigarette break in between each of the classes. So some of my friends would be like, I don't smoke, but I want to go there just for the 10-minute break. Pretty sure they probably don't do that now. I don't think they want to encourage smoking. Oh, Evan, yeah, that's my sister. She was in, if you watch one of my live streams, I think the one I did on Christmas Eve, up in Huntsville, and went to the Deerhurst Resort. She was with me on that one. Oh, so they didn't do smoke breaks there. Okay. I guess there's just a rumor. Oh, there's a really nice wall mural here. It's like the Taj Mahal on it. It's actually really pretty. I don't want to point my camera there for too long because there's people standing there. Alright, it's a tattoo parlor there. So yeah, there's pretty decent prices for like these Chinese grocery stores. It's like $1.99 for a pound of clementines. Yeah, go ahead, Yoshi. You're allowed to link it. It says I'm jealous and want a sister. Yeah, Ryan, I was mentioning before, I said it would be really cool if somebody did like a coffee table book of the different wall art and murals around the city. The West End has like a lot of them around. They're a lot nicer. Now this furniture. See, this place seems to be closing soon. So this place here, the bakery, I just walked by. I didn't want to film inside because there's a gentleman having his coffee, but if I back up a bit, I could probably get the sign. New bakery. So they have, it's kind of hard to see because of the reflection, but they sell buns, Chinese buns here. Really good, really delicious, really fresh. But they're cash only. And it's difficult because like nobody really carries cash these days, so sometimes I get lucky when I'm in the area and I'm like, oh yeah, I have a $20 on me, let's go. All right, Ryan, enjoy your gaming. I'll probably join you with some gaming. I've been playing Marvel Rivals a lot these days, so that's my background noise, gaming. I was just saying, when did I start my first live? I did a few. I think I did a few streams from like when I lived downtown on my channel. Those were like 2 or 3 years ago from the balcony. But I guess those don't count. My first live walk, I think I did earlier last year. Dark Tar re-quoting me of nobody carries cash these days. They don't. Nobody carries like bills. You have to sort of pre-plan it because it's kind of a pain in the ass to go to ATMs now and take out money. Hello, Notabot. Appreciate the stream. Nice and sunny after the snow. Thank you. Neville says, have I ever played DC Universe Online? Very briefly, but not much of it. Hello, Donna. Welcome. Said, saw you on Johnny's and thought I would join. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I think we're going to head up towards Riverdale Park and have a look at the tobogganers there. Get one last look at Chinatown. I figure if I cross here, I can show you the A&W that took over. Well, I wouldn't say took over. I should think rather replaced. I don't even think that's the correct word because I think the grocery store burnt down and couldn't reopen, and then A&W took over that iconic location So yeah, that used to be a grocery store. So I feel like that's sort of the nail in the coffin to say goodbye to the East End Chinatown, or what's left of it. Oh, wow, that's like a big pool of slush. Just want to step over it. Dogs, doggies. Zach says there's also an Eastdale Collegiate High School in Oshawa. Yeah, Eastdale sounds like one of those, like, just the name of it. Something just... anywhere could be an Eastdale, basically. So over there we have the Dawn Jail. I'm going to take a little bit of a closer look at it. One of these days I hope to go inside of it, but I don't even know if Doors Open does tours of it still. Because I think it's used mostly as a facility for the hospital now. Evan says the worst is when you go into a restaurant and you sit down and they say cash only, like Sneaky D's. If I'm treating friends for dinner, why am I carrying around that amount of cash on the streets? Yeah, it's really bad too. Like if you're there and they say cash only and then you're like, oh, well, I don't have cash on me. I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to have to wait for me to go to an ATM. They're taking that risk of you just like leaving and never coming back. Not-a-bot says lived here for 5 years and didn't realize that was a jail. It was probably not a jail during the time that any of us were alive. So I was trying to figure out how to phrase that sentence. It was a jail before, like I think in the 1920s or earlier. But they just kept the building. Ah, Marcus Eriksson, guten Tag. Good day. It's nice to see you. Actually, guten Tag morning? No, I think it's like guten Morgen. Oh, I can't remember my German. Guten Morgen? Yeah, I did a live stream back in October where I sat there. There's a bench there for about half an hour and was trying to see if we would see any shadows or spooky ghosts in the windows, but no, we didn't see anything. John O'Meara, welcome. Brent says, my uncle worked there many years ago. Oh, wow. Maybe it was operating as a jail while we were still alive. Good afternoon. Good middag. Good middag. What? Oh, that's what that is. It was like there's some noise coming from behind me. Chris says it closed down in 77. It was a jail when I was alive up to late 90s. I think they were using it as like a... wait for that thing to go by. As like a holding facility. So what's cool is there's another streaming app that some of the streamers are using called... sorry, this is going into a segue/tangent called Moblin. And it'll allow me to bring up a web browser to fact check myself. So that'll be really handy before I start spewing these very, very incorrect facts about things. Thank you. Thanks, Marcus. Yeah, I feel like I've heard that they put like Paul Bernardo in there while he was waiting trial, but I could be wrong. So that would have been like the early 90s if I'm not wrong. Hey, Jennifer Gala, good morning. I'm gonna switch my hand again to turn on my heated gloves because my fingers were starting to freeze up a bit. Well, I can feel that glove's actually turning on. Maybe I have to hold it longer. 1 second, just holding on the button. Maybe this glove's not charged, it's not turning on. Oh well. Mark says, is it melting in Toronto? Kind of, yeah. I mean, the sun's out, so that's probably contributing to it. Neville says Paul Bernardo was detained there in the early 90s. Success! I got something right. I do awful at trivia. So what's funny, Marcus, is that we had a big snowfall last March 2024. Really big, significant snowfall. And in 2 days, it melted, like almost completely gone, that you couldn't even tell that there was snow 2 days prior. A plaque about Riverdale Hospital here. For over 150 years, facilities on site have provided healthcare to Toronto citizens. In 1860, the 100-bed House of Refuge opened on the western portion of the property to shelter and aid the homeless at a time when free healthcare was uncommon. After nearly a decade, needs shifted and the building became a temporary smallpox hospital during the 1869 epidemic. In 1995, it became one of Ontario's first hospitals to focus on continuing care for the HIV/AIDS patients. Riverdale Hospital grew again in 2002, becoming Bridgepoint Hospital. So they're talking about, because that's Bridgepoint there. Marcus, can you make a snow angel for us, please? I would if I had Sip with me, because he could hold the camera, and then he could help brush the snow off me. But I'm sure there'll be another snowfall that we'll go out for a walk in. So we're coming up to Riverdale Park East. It's funny, I can hear, it almost sounds like a river of flowing water, but it's actually just the Don Valley Parkway and the cars on it. Oh wow, I do see tobogganers. Yeah, next time, Marcus, I promise. I just don't have anywhere to put it down to film myself because everything's covered in snow and I don't want to get my gimbal wet. But normally I am more adventurous. Oh, hey there, Renaissance Elf. Never been to Toronto, but I've been to Montreal. Jennifer Gala in our chat is from Montreal. She's living there currently, rather. I'm actually surprised how traverse the snow is here. Like, there's barely any patches of fresh snow. I mean, there's a giant one in front of me that's kind of untouched, but I guess this is a very active park. Even down in the valley area, it's not untouched. So see, there's 95 of you here. So thank you all for joining. If you get a chance, you could hit that like button. And if you're new here, I do these walks through the city pretty often, a couple times a week. So if you're enjoying this content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And thank you for any support. I enjoy doing these, so they're a lot of fun to do. Marcus says, living in Sweden. I need to scroll up. So the chat goes by quick. Before, where they have proper winters with lots of snow, this is getting less common. Yeah, even in Toronto, you don't get it as much. Oh, hey, Princess. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Oh, hey, Novelicos. I hope the squirrels are doing well and have lots of nuts stored. I like all the tobogganers going down there. Marcus asking, do I like this winter weather? I do. I like snow days like today. It'd be nice if the snow was still falling, but at least it's not like cold. And it's kind of really pretty to look at, although in a couple of days it's going to look gross and muddy. And that's when it's not fun. Hey there, Mark Inshin. Welcome. Hopefully I said the name correctly. Princess was just shopping in Walmart with her uncle who's coming to visit. Yeah, it's a big hill, this one. I think it's not the biggest hill, but I think it's one of the longest in the cities. Like, you get some good distance. Oh wow, all of them are going now. You have 4 of them going. A couple ones closer even. That kid almost wiped out in the bushes. Do I have my crazy carpet? I never had a crazy carpet growing up. I had a proper sled. But the cool kids had the crazy carpets that they get from Zellers. I remember one year we couldn't find our sleds and we just used garbage bags, and that actually worked out pretty well. Actually, while we're stopped here for a second, I'm gonna plug in my battery. Take off my one glove to do it. Thanks, Princess. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you as always. I had to plug in my charger. Now I have to put my gloves back on. Marcus asked, do we have the northern lights in Toronto? Too much light pollution. Yeah, unfortunately, too much light pollution. Outside the city, you can see them on one of those, not often, but I think they had a day a couple months ago where everybody was seeing the northern lights. I think back in October. If you drove about an hour out of the city, you could see them clearly. Or if you had a really good camera that could take like a long exposure, you might be able to see it on the northern fringes of the city proper. We'll get a little bit closer towards the tobogganers as we head up towards Danforth. Thank you, Princess. Yeah, remember to hit that like button, guys. It helps support the channel. It helps YouTube push the stream out and recommend it to some others. Look at all these like really gorgeous old houses here. One of the oldest houses on the record in the city is right along here. I pointed it out before and I think, oh, it's actually right in front of me. That small one right there. It might not be the oldest, but I think it's the oldest on city record. But people live in it, so you can't unfortunately go inside of it. Thanks, Princess. Probably not too much longer. Probably another half an hour, 40 minutes. And try to hit the 2-hour mark. I'd love to do a really long stream, but unfortunately I've got some things to do today, so one of these days I'll do one of those 4 to 5 hour streams. I really want to put my battery to the test. It's a cute coffee shop over there. So sometimes if I stop and pull aside, I think I spoke about this before, it's usually because there's people like right up behind me. Oh, coleslaw. Do a second stream. Maybe I could, I don't know. See if Sip wants to do a second stream. Why not? I usually pull aside to let people behind me pass because sort of a weird pet peeve of mine of people walking within like 5 feet of behind me, especially while I'm holding my phone and my gimbal. I think I was talking to Henry about it, and Henry was like, oh, jeez. Oh, glad that nothing bad happened. That poor dog kind of hopped out and the car had to stop quick. Henry, I think when I met him, he was like, I do this, and Henry was like, oh my god, I do this too without realizing it. Oh, Tara went to this coffee shop a few weeks ago. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. It's nice. I bumped into Tara last weekend, coincidentally. I was heading downtown to grab a board game for Sip and saw the notification on my phone. And I was like, I wonder if she's nearby. And I got off at Young and Blue. I'm like, oh, she is nearby. So I might as well go out and say hi. And Mel says, is Sip in bed? No, Sip is at the gym. We're both exercising right now, but I'm getting a different form of exercise. Yeah, this is like a gorgeous view of the city. And get a little bit further down, I can show you the skyline proper with the CN Tower. Close say what game? Categories. Board game. I think it's one of Sip's favorites, and he doesn't have a copy of his own. Does that even make sense? Copy? Because he always plays his sisters, so he wanted his own copy. Wow, lots of tobogganers out today. So yeah, New Year's resolution season. Tell him to make it until February so he can quit with dignity. He'll make it. He'll keep going. Sip is he always goes to the gym. It's me that I'm the problem with it. I have that membership and I'm paying for it, and I haven't gone in a few months. Yeah, you can see the CN Tower through there. I feel that poor kid's like just dead tired walking up the hill. That was the worst about tobogganing. There's some more down. So I think that dad that was just in front of me has gone down there to go catch his kid, the one there. I think his son is there. So we'll get to see him go down the hill. Although I don't know if he's got two sleds. Should I ask to borrow one and go with him? Let's go on the sled. I mean, if Henry was still streaming, we were all supposed to go skating. He would do a live stream skating. I mean, that can still happen. It's still gonna be winter for another couple months. Maybe we'll do a tobogganing one. It could be fun to get the Triple T gang together and everybody just go down toboggans. So maybe they should install an escalator so that people can have fun without being forced to exercise. There's a park, I forget where, that they have like a kind of like a ski lift, but it's on the ground that you can kind of like just sit on with your toboggan to go back up. I don't know if that's in Toronto. Maybe it was Earl Bales, although I think that's for skiing. But I think I've seen like Toboggan Hills proper do it. Oh, I almost hit that one kid. Oh, his dad's waving for him to go. I only got two. Rolled down the hill. Oh, now the dad is coming back up. We're gonna continue on anyways. So I believe it was Johnny who said, Koslav misses his rosebud. Johnny who said that these green poles vent gases out because this used to be a landfill. Yeah, I feel like the closer I get to this, I'm going to... It's the name of your sled. I'm gonna have to hold on to the pole so I don't go down with everyone. Yeah, it's always starting to get a bit muddy. That was from, oh, I forget the name of the movie. That famous movie, The Snow Globe, had the name Rosebud on it or something like that. Rosebud. Johnny knows a thing or two about venting gas. yes, Citizen Kane. Thank you, Moreno. It's gonna bother me until somebody told me. That movie about sugarcane. I'd actually believe you because last time I saw it was in high school and I zoned out. I was daydreaming, so like I didn't really pay attention. I know it's like one of like the top 5 greatest films ever made. Oh, this feels so steep. Yes, thanks, Neville. Yeah. Citizen Kane. That was a really gorgeous view of the city. I've never seen these styrofoam sleds before. They seem to be quite popular. Oh, wipe out. He kept going even though he fell off. Stop asking if I can do any cartoon voices. Quite a few. I know we heard yesterday Diffie do his Mickey Mouse. I can't do Mickey Mouse. If I can get my throat in the right way, God, that sounds weird saying. I can do Stitch from Lilo and Stitch really well. Tobogganing. We're gonna go tobogganing. That's not right, but I can do it right sometimes.
I'll bring a dog.
So you can get one last look at the tobogganers. Oh, this is cool. You can see the cloud rolling in with the shade there. So we're going to head up to the Danforth now and go for a little walk along there. To be careful because some of these vents can get really slippery when they're wet. If I mean Diffie, we could talk in cartoon voices. I could try the Mickey voice. I don't think it'll go over well. I think that's when all my viewers will leave if I give that attempt. Oh boy! Enough eye candy over there, Eddie. Aw, that dog's got the whole tennis court to himself. It's a good boy down there. Or girl. That reminds you of Bon Jovi. What reminds you of Bon Jovi? Dog in the snow, looking around. Gonna go play in the snow. They should put the dog on a toboggan. Vents are slippery when they get wet. Is that a Bon Jovi lyric? Am I not grabbing the reference on that? The snow is like almost covering that poor dachshund. It's so cute. Okay, that's the cutest thing in the world. Watching it hop in the snow. Then we have kids playing hockey. This almost looks like a Canadian Tim Hortons postcard shot with the trees in the background. Oh, they got a little skating path here too, like Greenwood Park. Oh, yeah, right, Novella Cost. Bon Jovi's album called Slippery When Wet. Yes, that's right. The vents are slippery when wet. Like Bon Jovi's album. Oh, just carrying the dachshund now. Mr. walked to Withrow Public School. I went there in the 80s. I probably can do that actually, because that's not too far from here, and I am heading in that direction. Just kind of have to remember where exactly it is, because my phone is live streaming, so I have no way of accessing Google Maps. Lacoste says he must have written that album in reference to events that release gases from landfill sites. Yeah, Marcus is noticing that the tall building, these look kind of out of place. With like, especially with all these low-rise houses here. And it's funny you mention that, because sort of the problem that the Danforth is going to be facing soon, this area, this neighborhood, is that there's proposals to build condos. So it's going to look like that. It's going to look like sore thumb sticking out. Turn back at the crosswalk behind you. So back there, I guess. Unless we kind of cut through here. Okay, so we might not actually go there then. I'm sorry, Mister. For some reason I thought it was closer to Withrow Park. Just like a little bit south of Danforth. Sapan, TDC Explorer. Welcome, Sapan. Yeah, hopefully you're gonna be doing a live later. Show us some more snow. So they're saying my 4th grade teacher lived in that building. Complained one time she had the power went out. She had to take the stairs. I can imagine climbing up to get way to the top there. Imagine what it's like living in one of these buildings like during the 2003 blackout. Especially if you were like disabled or had mobility issues and couldn't climb up the stairs and you lived on a high floor. Oh, nice. Sapan's gonna be going live in a couple of hours. Modena was stuck downtown on the subway during the 2003 blackout. That's crazy. I guess you had to probably walk through the... Were you in the subway itself or in the station? Did you have to walk through the tunnel to get out of there? I didn't stop to look at these houses, but I think one of them's a school back there. And then the No Frills that was literally a Loblaws a year ago. It's kind of funny because they're both owned by Loblaws. So it's just a rebranding. Now it says you had to walk through the tunnel to the next station, which is Ossington. Must have been both scary and cool at the same time, because you probably had no idea what was happening. I think we just never knew, like, what was going on then. And we didn't know how vast the blackout was until you finally started getting power. I guess you could hear on the radio. The radio would talk about it. We had radio stations on. But it wasn't until we got power and the TV was back on and watched the news and figure out what the heck just happened. You know, it says people were panicking. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it was just like 2 years after 9/11, so people just didn't know what was going on. Hello, Evoke ASMR. Hello, I'm just taking a break. Saw you were live with snow. I love the snow, as you know. It's sub-zero here, but no snow, just frost. It's still pretty, though. Well, thanks for hopping in. Yeah, you missed all the tobogganers going down the hill about 20 minutes ago. But we're just getting to Danforth now, so. Oh gosh, that's cool. There's a pizza box. You could like flick a hockey puck. That's probably the thing that they use. They stick in the middle of the pizza. They just made it look like a net, and then I guess they're shooting bottle caps into there. That's my guess. It's funny. There's the Burger King that used to be a McDonald's, which Yoshi pointed out. Modano says time to get one. As if I give Kurt a fare enough to poke fun at already. Be me finally buying pizza. Although I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want one. You and Sip should play pizza hockey in your next home stream. Yeah, we haven't done a home stream in a while. We'll have to do one soon. Do another one, a fun hangout stream. Thanks. That's weird. It's like he like whispered in my ear. Oh, that's cool. There's an aluminum place back there. Ah, hey, Stephen Edwards. Asking, are most places doing a piss poor job of clearing the sidewalks? Along the Danforth, not too bad so far. So far, so good. However, back on Gerrard Street, it was kind of hit and miss over in Little India. But I think it's just because the stores weren't open today or whatnot, but folks just had Chinese takeaway to warm her up. I do love some good greasy Chinese takeaway. Always nice to have randos whispering sweet nothings to you. Oh, Marcus, yeah, I wonder if you get that reference. Aluminum. I kind of like saying it like that. Aluminum. Oh, sidebar. They don't look to be open, but I guess somebody cleared the sidewalks here. So maybe the businesses are all helping each other out, or maybe one of the city does have these little things that go on sidewalks, like little sidewalk plows. Z80. Oh, they put curtains down when they're not open. I guess they don't want people smashing and stealing the arcade machines here. Gelatio. Is that the Chinese lady, Mrs. Aluminum? Yeah, it is. They see them Instagram reel sometimes where she's selling those giant houses that are made from like transport containers made from aluminum. So now coming up to Plater, where you can take this road to go look at the Plater Estates. Ah, Evoke. I can flip the camera around as soon as I not stand in front of the barbershop. There we go. Evoke with the 99 pence. I think it's 99 pence. A hot dog. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your support. Cheers. I hope you're enjoying your delicious Chinese takeaway there. I was thinking earlier too, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing a stream early. Like, Sarah should be able to make this one. It's not one of my late night streams. Well, this is cute with the red berries. I like that one. Happy birthday, weirdo. Oh, that's cute with the cassette tape and the Game Boy and the... Oh, Tamagotchi. Oh, it's not a sloth though, but it's a hedgehog. Are there any sloths here? I mean, Coleslaw's not in the chat at this moment, but... So I guess I don't have to find a sloth. Although there's kind of cute cats. I'm sure if I went in that store, I could find a sloth somewhere. Student Everett says, I buy all cards from the dollar store. You know, it says, perfect card for all the weirdos in your life. I am the weirdo in people's lives, so they should be giving me that card. And Yoke says, she loves sloths. You have a plushy one. Yeah, we have a sloth, a resident sloth that comes in our chats named Cole Sloth, who was here earlier, but then he had to go away for a little bit, but he might be back before I end the stream. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, it says Chloe Sloth. Actually, that's a good one. We tell Cole Sloth he's going to marry Chloe Sloth someday. See, we're seeing a weed store on every block. Yeah, although a lot of them have been closing down or they've been turning to vape shops. We have Carrot Common over there across the street. Oh, that's too bad, Evoke. I'm sorry to hear about your father-in-law's passing. My condolences for that. That's really sad. Jennifer Gala had enough of this winter. Looking forward to the spring and 20 degrees. Sick of it already? This is only Toronto's first snowfall, I guess. Maybe second? Actually second. We did have a smaller one in December. I just don't like it when it's like minus 20 out. Or minus 15. Hey, Boom! Good afternoon, Boom. Hope you're doing well. I started the stream in Boomland. just did a big loop-de-loop down Gerrard and up Broadview, and now heading back east. So we're coming up to one of my favorite bookstores, The Scribe. Although I guess she's clearing out the thing there, so I can only show this side. It's kind of an old bookstore. It looks like they're closed today. They're closed for renovations. Wow, that sucks. But it's they're a used bookstore, but they're very well curated. So though their books are very expensive, they're well taken care of. And they have a room in the back that feels kind of like a museum with very, very rare books. This is right by Chester Station, Yoshi, which is right there. So just at Chester and Danforth. Yeah, Yoshi, if this had been 24 hours ago, you'd be over there. Not about asking favorite Greek restaurant in Danforth. Zorba's, but they don't exist anymore. They closed down. I'm biased, actually, because that's Sip's family's restaurant. I would say Massini's, which is just up ahead, so I'll point them out. Oh, there's a big crowd of people there. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, but we gotta go to the light across, okay?
How was class, my love? You might go for a nap after lunch.
So Massini's is right here.
Yeah.
Just gonna back away. Just gonna get a full shot of it. This is probably one of my favorite Greek restaurants here. Pretty cheap, and you get a lot of food for the price. Usually, if you come in the summer, there's like a lineup out the door to get in or to even buy food from here. They have really good roasted potatoes, and they have really good Greek fries, which are little like silver dollar coin shaped fries that they put feta cheese on. Yeah, Massini's has been there for a long time. Oh wow, Evoke says their water supply burst. Wow. Actually made me think the other day that I don't know if my roommates turned off the outdoor water supply. I don't think they did, so yikes. Hopefully none of the pipes burst at the house. Hello, Spaceman. Spaceman Dudley. I'm on Bathurst Street. No, I'm on Danforth. I'm on Danforth and Logan right now, heading east. And there's Alexander the Great Parquet. Over there. Ah, Renaissance House, j'ai une question. Tu parles français? Oui, mais mon français n'est pas bon. Je parle un petit peu. Mostly I'm just really bad at conjugating my verbs in French. Yeah, we're gonna go this side. And then go look at the parquet. Why did the family restaurant close? Sip told me, mostly retirement, I think. And I think somebody came in and offered to buy it, and I think it was a good offer. but I think they just wanted to buy the building and not the business itself, from what I recall. VIP Billiards. Yeah, it's right there, right and above. They used to be in the annex, right? If I remember correctly. Oh, well, thank you, Jennifer. I was in extended French for a while, so... Ah, la naissance dite très jolie. J'ai besoin de pratiquer mon français, ma grand-mère en français. Oh, your grandmother's French. Yeah, my grandfather, he wasn't my grandmother remarried, but my grandfather on my dad's side was French, so I used to practice with him. Yeah, so there's Alexander the Great. I think Nouvelle, you said, was it Nouvelle? I think you said, or was it Cole? Somebody said something really funny about like Alexander the Great did great things when he was young. And I think Sip laughed at that. Cole, hey, Cole, welcome back. We were talking about sloths earlier. I was looking in the windows trying to find a sloth. And then, yeah, misspelled your name and called you Chloe Sloth. Neville, Eddie, VIP Village used to be at Yonge and Gerrard. Yeah, okay, right. You're correct, yeah. Now it's on the Danforth. And Alexander the Great is looking right at it. Because he wishes to go if he one day could grow legs. It's so weird. Like this, like when they do that, like English font, the non-Cyrillic font for like to pretend to be Greek. When I see this kind of font, it just makes me think of like Jimmy the Greek or Mr. Greek, and then I get hungry and I want Greek food. Yeah, like this font here too, they do it like if my name was Alex, I'd be the so-so to lower people's expectations. Wasn't it like Alex the Meh? Yeah, you're right, Renaissance Elf. Nordic Ruins, or like Skyrim or something. I guess I think in video game terms a lot. Alexander the Great. Remember the movie with Colin Farrell and Angelina Jolie? Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one, but I'm having visions of it now. Oh, yeah, Cole, I actually don't know what... I think I was reading his Wikipedia yesterday for a little bit, but Sip seemed to have more knowledge about Alexander the Great than I did. Alex the Mess sounds like a good YouTube channel name. I'd subscribe to him. Space Mandelli says most favorite area of Canada would be near Banff and Lake Louise. I did that drive November 2023. Spent a week in the Rockies and started at Jasper and went down to Calgary. Did there and stayed in Lake Louise and Banff. Really beautiful, especially the drive along the glaciers to the ice fields. Oh, Evoke ASMR. Let's step aside. There's people behind me, but and now they're looking at me funny. Evoke ASMR, £1 99 pence. Put this towards a coffee, warm beverage of choice. Thank you so much. I will definitely do that for sure after the stream. I'm gonna get something warm. Maybe I'll get a little cookie with it too. Thank you so much, Evoke. Thanks for the support. Sip made a coffee this morning, so I had that. But sometimes I do have 2 cups. So there's I've been meaning to go there, the Mexican sushi place, the Sinaloa factory. Just out of curiosity, I'm rereading. Let's just see what's in the window. That's a really cool Cheshire cat. yes, thank you, Juanita, for the reminder of hitting the like button. I'm really enjoying these streams. Alex asking, don't I like hot chocolate? I do like hot chocolate, but I gotta be mindful of my sugar intake. So I did have for a while this like sugar-free hot chocolate mix, which was like an okay alternative, but was kind of bleh. Like I'm like, I wonder if I'll just take the sugar spike and get the hot chocolate. Nadebot asking, does it have fish? I'm sure it has fish. It's tacos, cantina, seafood. I mean, Mexican food has fish, like fish tacos. One of my favorite kind of tacos. Oh, Sally. See, I guess I didn't see your message, but I see Modano saying, good to see you. I caught your live stream last night. I hope you're doing okay. I saw you have 2 falls. I unfortunately didn't catch it live. I rewatched it a bit later. Dirk G. Hello, Dirk. Yeah, Sally, I was talking about you a bit earlier in the stream. Il Fornello. I really like these like front kind of like vestibule areas. They don't really make places like that anymore because they just want to like, they'd rather increase the indoor space. So you're picturing sushi with refried beans. Oh, I didn't know that, Modano. Modano says 19 more subs to 1,000 for Once Upon a City. Yeah, guys, let's do it. Let's get her to 1,000. Sally's been doing more live streams recently and been doing a really good job at it. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, let's see if we can get her to 1,000. Get her going. So I always forget this church or what holy name, what denomination it is. Because I would say it's Greek Orthodox, but the Greek Orthodox church is actually up here, kind of hidden. And it's much smaller. Oh, thanks, Juanita. Thanks for subbing to Sally's channel, Once Upon a City. It's always nice to just see other like East End live streamers. So we got Boom, we got me, there's Sally doing it. Yeah, it's very small Greek Orthodox church. Not a bot with $5. Of course, my cord is pulling my gimbal down, but cheers. Cheers, thanks for the stream. Thank you, Not a bot, so much for the $5. Much appreciated. I'm really enjoying this. Thanks you for the support. We need to come up with a scavenger hunt list of items for Eddie. I think you just want to like have me look for more sloths, and it's going to be a scavenger list of different kinds of sloths. Sloths wearing pajamas. Sloth going bowling. I have to wear a hat on the stream. Oh, for when I had the camera on my face. I can't pull the who's yanking my gimbal. No, I've got the battery plugged in, and like the cord's kind of short. It's making me realize that. So I'm gonna get a longer cord actually, so it stops yanking the gimbal. So when I do the front camera flip, I don't have to hold it right against my nose. Ew. More wall art. Not sure that's supposed to be a corner in Athens. Although that kind of looks like the old RBC Bank building at the corner of Pape and Danforth, but I don't recall that being part of it. Ah! All these pigeons come flying down. Oh, a cute Japanese shop near the Shangri-La. Miniso, I think, right? It was like a big one. I think Miniso. It doesn't exist anymore. It closed down. It became a giant. Is it Starbucks or something? Oh, Evoke. It was funny. T-Shods, she's another Toronto streamer, was setting up her camera in front of the Shangri-La. So if you go to her channel, there's a video that, like, she said she's doing a member stream, and she said, you don't know your rights. Because one of the security guards came out and told her, like, you can't film inside the Shangri-La from the sidewalk. She can't point her camera at the Shangri-La. And she was like, what the heck? So she stood her ground and said, like, yes, I can. It's a public sidewalk. I can film wherever and whatever. So, and I was like, that's funny because, like, literally we did a little vlog inside the Shangri-La and they didn't say a thing to us then. Tu voyage à Quebec? I do, yeah. One of my best friends lives in Montreal, so hoping to go visit him soonish. I'm going away in March, somewhere warm, and I will be doing a couple of live streams from there. I'll keep it a little bit of a surprise for now, but hopefully get to go to Quebec maybe in February or maybe April. Go to Montreal. Remember, it's just A&W seemed to have popped up everywhere. Yeah, kind of had a rapid expansion around the time of the pandemic.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to save that for some.
I've actually never been to Quebec City. I'd have to really brush up on my French there.
And you had macadamia.
He's going to California to do some bodybuilding with me in San Francisco. Yeah, that's right. Cole Sloth is super ripped. We put up a photo of him in the Discord.
Hold on. Okay.
I'm just walking by Athens, which might be playing some copyright Greek music. I had to do my step aside thing because people were right behind me again. Renaissance Self saying il y a beaucoup de chiens, saying there's a lot of dogs. The photo he posted of you, Eddie. He posted a photo of me? Maybe I didn't see it. Spaceman says, I've been to Quebec and knowing French is helpful, but I was 16 and didn't know French. Very beautiful city. Yeah, in Montreal, you're okay with English generally, but Quebec City is a little bit more trickier.
I know. And I'm talking to people that are close to me already, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, Evoke, I think it was just I don't know if this is the correct word, overzealous security guard. Does that wig store have Renaissance powdered wigs that judges wear? It should. I hope so. You can go back and buy one. There's the, I don't know if I passed it already, if it's coming up, the Shave Your Beaver store. Unless they took it down. No, I think it's around here. Let's see if I can point it out. Oh, the SpongeBob with the mustache. I don't have a mustache anymore. I grew my beard back in. I'm ready. Oh no, I must have passed it already. No, I'm sad. Huh. There was a cartoon beaver and it says it's time to shave your beaver or something like that. I must have passed it back there. I say they should put one with a sloth. It's time to shave your sloth. That doesn't sound that great. People need to move out of the way. It's a sidewalk, not a place to stand and chat. I think that guy back there waved at the camera, or maybe he just pulled his hand out. I don't know. Maybe Sip can shave your beard when you were asleep for me. I'm sure if you draft up a request and send it his way, he might comply. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Spaceman. So yeah, my little spiel while I'm at this intersection. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button. And if you're new here, I do these kind of things regularly. Usually walks through the city, do a couple of live streams, usually a couple times a week. So if you're enjoying it, go ahead and toss me a subscribe because it helps the channel out and makes me happy. And I enjoy doing this, and it's fun chatting with everyone. And even if you're just lurking, it's fun too. Because I lurk a lot of these streams myself. So I think we are going to go to Dawnlands and probably call it a stream. Because I just realized, thank you Persona for liking and subscribing. I realized that it's almost 2.5 hours, and I've got a lot of things I need to get done today. For some reason, I didn't realize it was that late, because I was having a lot of fun with you guys.
My mom's car keeps changing, bro.
So, Square Boys. So, really, really cheap. Partially cash only, but you can see you can get a chicken burger with fries and pop for $7.50. Of course, no HST on this right now. So, it's ridiculous. It's like the price is from 2003. And the food is it's decent quality too for the price that you pay. I think you're getting a good deal. And Johnny Stride says that it's one of his favorite restaurants. He reiterated that yesterday twice on a stream he was doing in the morning. Or maybe it was the day before. It might have been Thursday, actually, I think it was Thursday. was odd. He was walking down Spadina and he got hit up by 3 canvassers that were asking like the most random questions, what his favorite restaurant was and all that. Secret Planet. It's a really cool place to get like some nice prints. If you ever want, they have a lot of like, they even have a couple like local magazines, designs, I guess they'd say. Hello, Karen on the Humber. Funny April Fool's joke would be to hire a person to canvass someone you know with outrageous questions. That would be a funny joke. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. So we're at Dawnlands. So I'm gonna cross the street and then I'll end it. Neville says he missed the video game store that used to be here on this block. Game Center, I believe. I think that was back by Jones. And then they moved a bit. They had one downtown too. But yeah, they're all gone now, unfortunately. Bonne journée, bientôt. Merci beaucoup, Renaissance Elf. Thanks for coming in and letting me practice a bit of my French. Yeah, we'll get to the sidewalk and then say our ideas. But yeah, thanks everyone. Thank you so much all for joining. Really fun stream. It was fun chatting to everyone. So if I could flip the camera around. Oh, Sapan, $6.99. Thank you, Sapan. Yeah, thanks for joining. I'm looking forward. Hopefully I'll get to catch yours later. I have some running around to do, but I should be able to hop on and say hi. So thank you for the support. Oh my God, my gimbal is not happy with front-facing camera mode right now. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. A lot of fun. It's fun walking through my own part of town and all that. Thank you for all these super thanks and everything. And it was good to see you all. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Come and shovel our parking spot. But yeah, until next time, guys, take care. And I'm gonna hit end on that. I hate doing this when you all are so active in the chat, but fortunately I gotta get going. And yeah, before I go, Once Upon a City, Sally, please, guys, go subscribe to her channel. She's been doing live streams and she's almost at 1,000, and it'd be a really great celebration. So yeah, take care everyone. We'll see you again all soon.